What it do, guys? Is John C, aka the Ronin, and today I'm gonna be doing some news on the new X-Men casting, and then also I'm gonna be doing my own fan cast, pretty much, of who I would like to see to play certain characters. Now, let's get into it. Now, I know right now there's been some news on certain people being casted as pretty much the faces of the X-Men, except for one. Right now, I know that Kit Connor, aka, is gonna be the Cyclops. Now, I've only seen Homeboy in really the movie Warfare. If you guys haven't seen it, really dope movie. He doesn't have like the biggest role, but he's one of like the key players in that movie. From what I saw, dude is pretty good. I liked him. Uh, he looks the part. Also, I made some mock-ups to basically see what these characters, these actors will look like in those particular roles. So I think he looks dope. You know, I would like to see him. Let's see what happens. Sadie Sink. If you watch Brand New Day, you know Sadie Sink is gonna be playing Jean Grey. Now, I think she looks dope in the costume. Um, I'm pretty sure that's not the costume they're gonna go with, but it would be dope to see her. I did love her inside Brand New Day. She was one of the dopest people in that movie. Um, I thought she was really cool. And then, if spoiler alert, if you guys saw the end of Brand New Day, she did take a bus to what it looks like upstate New York, Westchester. The only place we know about that is the Xavier School of the Gifted Youngsters. Samara Weaving is currently already casted as Emma Frost. I think she looks cool. I mean, I pretty much only seen her in Ready or Not, that babysitter movie that she did on Netflix. She also did a part two to that one. She did a part two to Ready or Not. She's pretty much like a scream queen. She was in one of the Scream movies, which is pretty cool. She didn't last that long, but from what I see and what she could look like inside X-Men, I think she looks pretty dope. Why not? Now, we're gonna start getting into my fan casting, who I think particular people should play. And I think these people in my head will be pretty cool as these characters inside X-Men. And the first person we're gonna get into is the daddy of them all, Professor X, Patrick Wilson. Um, I think he look cool. I think he'll look pretty cool as Professor X. If you guys don't know, in the comics, I know they did it in the movies, but originally Professor X is not from England. He's not British. He doesn't have an English accent or anything like that. He is very proper when he talks. He's actually just from New York, and I think he could kill it, man. I mean, he's been in Insidious. He was in Aquaman. He did the Conjuring series. Um, you know, uh, guy's pretty cool. I liked him in pretty much everything that I've seen him in, and him as Orm inside Aquaman, I think he did dope. You know, come on over here to Marvel, man. We'll treat you good. Now, Jesse Plemons as the Beast, I think would be super dope to have him in the MCU, especially as this character. And what I think would be really cool is, I don't think he should be like one of the first people to show up. And if he does show up, he should show up in his human form, and then do the transformation of him going into the Beast that we know. But I don't think they should do that switch on and off, him transforming back and forth. They should not do that. It's him as Beast all the time, every time. CGI his face, mocap, whatever you got to do, his face on Beast, and just like how they doing with the new Beast in Doomsday, I believe. I think I'm pretty sure they said that he's gonna be in Doomsday. Um, but just like the previous actor, forget his name right now, but really dope. Keep him. This dude is dope in everything that he did. The first thing I actually seen him in was actually Like Mike, which is funny. Then Friday Night Lights with Michael B. Jordan, and what was Game Night. He's dope in everything. Evil Matt Damon, pretty much is what everybody calls him. Now I can't really decide, and especially with D23 coming up this weekend, I'm pretty sure they're gonna announce who the cast is for the X-Men. This is why I'm kind of doing it, to pretty much hype everybody up, hype myself up, and I'm going back and forth with the Wanda Wise and Jamie Lawson as Storm, man. Either one would kill it. Um, you know, both women are beautiful, but my pick personally, I would pick the Wanda Wise. I know Jamie Lawson got some more recent hype with, she was the mayor in Batman with Robert Pattinson, and also she was in Sinners with Michael B. Jordan. So it will be pretty dope to have either or. I'm not mad at who they pick, but my personal pick, I'll pick the Wanda Wise. That's just what I'll pick. Can't have Storm without having one of her love interests, and one of her love interests is actually Forge. And I've seen this dude in a couple of things, but my favorite thing that I've seen him in is the Magnificent Seven with Denzel Washington and Chris Pratt. And his name is Martin Sensimier. I'm not gonna try to pronounce his name, but he is dope. I think he would kill it, and it would be cool to have like some type of Native American characters. I know there's also Warpath and Bravestone that they have uh in the X-Men, but I think it would be cool to start off with Forge. He makes all the gadgets and everything like that. It would be pretty dope for him. We got Jubilee. I know she's hype right now because she just played Toph in Avatar: The Last Airbender, the Netflix series, the live action version. But I think she'll be really dope. Miyako, she's up and coming right now. I think she's 19, 20, if I'm not mistaken. So she could basically play a Jit if she wants to. She's very tiny, so it'll be pretty cool. She could be pretty much like one of the little sisters of the group. And yeah, man, I think she's one of the people to watch out for, and I think Jubilee will be a really dope character for her to play. Odessa Zion, I think I'm saying that right, as Rogue. I know this was a rumor not too long ago, but I would really love to see her as Rogue, man. She has the look, she has the attitude. I've seen her in a few things, from Netflix to her indie movies to recent stuff, and I know she has an HBO series that's currently out or just scrapped right now. But she's really dope, man. I would love to see her. And also, you can't talk about Rogue unless you're talking about my dog Gambit, Remy LeBeau, Tom Blythe, and let's get another Tom in the MCU, man. I mean, we got Tom Hiddleston, we got Tom Holland. Let's get Tom Blythe. All right, dude looks the part. I like him. He looks cool. I saw him in the Hunger Games movie, that Snake and Songbirds or something like that, and he was in some more recent stuff that my wife was watching. But I do like his look. Now the only thing is the accent. If he could pull off the accent, then we're pretty much golden. And you know, he got the correct height, age wise, pretty much the same. I think he's in his late 20s or early 30s, so pretty much cool. Millie Bobby Brown as Kitty Pryde. I know what you guys might be thinking, but she is a pretty good actress. She's not bad, and she hasn't really gotten anything to like push her into like mainstream stardom. The only thing that really got her was Stranger Things, and that was pretty much it. And I think she would kill it as one of the other little sisters of the group, which is Kitty Pryde, Shadowcat. And yeah, man, I think it would be really dope to see her in this role. Uh, Not so much as a mainstream, but as a main character, but somebody that is around and is able to play with other characters. So, and she's able to do that because we've seen her do it for since she was a baby. You also can't talk about Kitty Pryde without talking about Colossus, the love interest in the comics. Now there is a little bit of an age gap between these two. She is in her 20s. He's in his early to mid 30s. Now, Florian, he was in Creed 2. He was also in Creed 3. He was in Shang-Chi. He played Razor Fist, but that was a stupid role for him to play. He should have been Colossus. If you didn't know, there was like a early script that was leaked that apparently the Shang-Chi was actually supposed to be a tournament movie, Mortal Kombat style, and Colossus was one of those characters that he was going to be fighting in that movie. So he was going to be one of the first, I think the first mutant to be introduced in the MCU. This dude's pretty dope. You know, he has the Russian stuff down, so let's get it popping with him. And obviously he would be a little smaller in his normal form, but if you guys know in the comics, when Colossus does transform, he actually does like get a little bigger. So we're getting into the little brother of the group, and that little brother is Bobby Drake, aka the Iceman, Mason Thames. This dude is blowing up right now. Black Phone. He had How to Train Your Dragon. He also is doing a movie right now with called Idiots with O'Shea Jackson Jr. and Dave Franco. Dave Franco, yeah. And the dude's killing it right now. He I would say, just cast him purely on the hype right now, and also the star power that he has right now. People are kind of gravitate towards that, and especially he has. I saw him in a recent movie that he did with his current girlfriend. Um, he actually has somewhat of like a cocky but funny attitude that I would like to see in Bobby Drake, and that would be pretty cool to see him in that role. Ray Fisher, man. I want to apologize to Ray Fisher and how people treated you, especially director Josh Whedon. Look, man, you weren't done justice as Cyborg. You as Cyborg was off the chain. You killed it, man. And I think if you just come over to Big Daddy Marvel and let them take care of you and give you a dope character to play, Bishop would be a dope role for you to come over here to play. Just come over, man. Come over on this side. We got you. You are a dope actor, and we would love to see you play this character right here, Bishop. I know it doesn't really look like you in the mock-up, but just come, man. You're dope. We got you. This chick right here, Rina Sawayama. I got a second grade reading level. Rina Sawayama as Psylocke. If you don't know her, If you watch John Wick 4, she actually played Akira, which was Hiroyuki Sanada's daughter from the Continental in Japan. She killed it, man. I like her a lot. She's actually supposed to be in the Kane spinoff of John Wick 4 with Donnie Yen, and they just wrapped filming. So I would love to see her, man. She definitely has the look. She definitely has the attitude when it came to that movie. She definitely knows how to do stunts and action. So she was basically a ninja in that movie. So just give her this role. I know right now she will murder it. She's off the chain. If you guys don't remember, in early talks or just rumors, Deadpool 2, Josh Brolin is the one who ended up playing Cable. But there was leaked concept art, and I don't know if it was real or not, but there was a rumor that that Brad Pitt was actually supposed to be playing Cable. Now that was just a rumor. I don't know if it was true or not. He was actually in the movie as a cameo. He played Vanisher, the guy who went invisible. But I think he would kill it as Cable. Um, I would put the concept art up here as well. But he would definitely. I don't need to say anything about Brad Pitt, man. Fight Club, Fury, Oceans 1, 2, 3, and then apparently 4 that's coming out. Troy. I mean, 12 Monkeys. I mean, the 7. Dude kills it in pretty much everything that he's in. So, um, yeah, man, just let's get Brad Pitt in here and let him do some work. Austin Butler. I know people want him as Gambit, which would be cool. I know he could pull off accents. We know he did the Elvis thing, but I think we should give somebody else that shot with Tom Blythe, and we should give the pretty boy aspect to Austin Butler, which is Angel. Dude looks the part. You already know all the girls are gonna be coming for all the guys that are gonna be in this movie. Pretty much, mainly this guy, but especially my wife. I know she has a little bit of a crush on him, but uh, I know for a fact, dude can act. Him as Angel. I know he will murder the role. I don't really got to say too much on him, man. He's been killing it in everything that he's done. The best thing that I've seen him in right now is a biker movie that he did with Tom Hardy. Um, and dude can act. He got some chops on him, man. And I think Angel is something where he should be at. Alex Wolf. If you're a jit like I was back in the day, you might have seen him in the Naked Brothers band on Nickelodeon with his brother Nat Wolf. But I think after seeing him in a movie like Hereditary, I know he kind of has like a stigma with him right now because he's in the Jumanji series, and it has been getting a little like wonky lately. But if you've seen him in Hereditary, you know Homeboy can act. You know he has some acting chops, and you know there's a dark side to this dude. And if we can get him to play somebody like Nightcrawler or Mysterious, and the dude just has like a look about him that I'm pretty sure they are European. They have some European ancestry, but they just have like a particular look about them that just looks how Nightcrawler I would envision him to look. And just throw some blue paint on him, dye his hair a little dark blue color, give him some yellow contacts, and put on the whole suit and everything like that. And we chilling, man. I think Homeboy can do it. Um, and I would have him, to be like the older brother to Rogue. If you guys don't know, Rogue and and Nightcrawler, they are related. Uh, that is his adoptive sister or half sister. I'm blanking right now, but um, his mom is Mystique. Her mom is Mystique. So anyway, Wolverine should be done down the road. I don't think he should pop up right away, only because Hugh Jackman is doing this till he's 90. Only because Hugh Jackman is doing this till he's 90. I think what they should do with Paul Mescal is they should do like a uh do like period piece series type of thing, like 1 hour episodes. Basically, each episode is an hour, basically telling of what he went through in his life, and like the end will be him joining the X-Men. And yeah, man, seeing him in Gladiator 2, and I know he's supposed to be in the Beatles movies that are supposed to be coming out. I think it's in November, October, one of those two. But um I don't know, man. Seeing him in Gladiator 2, something about him when I was watching it with my wife, and I was just like, yo, this cat can, I think he'd be a dope Wolverine. And my wife was just like, you think so? And I was just like, yeah, there's something about, like, he had, like, he was always, like, hunching over and stuff like that. I don't know. I think he would be cool as Wolverine. And he is a little bit older. I think he's 30, like, on the dot. And that's good enough to have somewhat of a love triangle between Sadie Sink, the guy who's supposed to be playing Cyclops. So Cyclops, Jean Grey, and Wolverine, age-wise, it does make a little bit of sense. And I think it'll be really dope to see all three of these people go back and forth. But way later down the road, I don't think Wolverine should be somebody they bring up right away. Lee Pace. Lee Pace has been in, if you guys don't remember, he actually played the Ronin in Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one. And I think he has the look, man. This dude just screams Magneto. And for once, we need a buff Magneto. We need a Magneto that is we need a buff Magneto. We need a Magneto that uh, looks intimidating. Not to say that uh, you know, Sir Ian McKellen and Michael Fassbender weren't intimidating. It just, if you see Magneto in the comics, Homeboy is built. He's like an old buff dude, and we need to see Magneto comic book accurate. And this dude will fulfill that. And his voice, man. If y'all ever heard this dude speak, you'll know what I'm talking about. We got who I think should be their first saga of their first phase of movies, the Big Bad, and I know he's in talks right now to play a certain character. We don't know who. They're going back and forth, but Adam Driver as Mr. Sinister, I think Homeboy would kill it, man. Adam Driver, I don't gotta say nothing about him either. He's one of those dudes that just kills it in pretty much anything that he's in. Let's just say he worked with what he got in Star Wars, but I think the dude can kill it. I think he would do great in these movies, man. And I would love to see him as somebody as cool as Mr. Sinister. This is a character that's like obsessed with Jean and Scott and their DNA and creating Cable, and it's just like a whole thing with this guy specifically. And it would just be really cool to see this guy finally pop up. They did tease him at the end of Days of Future Past, if I'm not mistaken, with Essex Corp. I think that's what it was called. And I would just love to see everything that has to do with this particular story in the comics come to the big screen. But that is what I have for today. Listen, guys, this is all speculations. This is all rumors. This is all my opinion. This is all my fan cast. D23 happens this Friday and the entire weekend. We will see what would happen. It would be a crazy pool for them to just bring out their entire new cast for the X-Men. Obviously with the the new cast that they just already announced with Scott and Jean and Emma. And I would love to see all these people. Let's see if I get anybody right. And it would be cool to. I highly doubt they're gonna make all these characters right now or at all. But the main people: Storm, Beast, um, Wolverine, possibly Nightcrawler, um, Magneto, and other people. But it would be really cool to see these people, and I would love to see these people on screen. And look, man, if you guys enjoy these videos, if you guys enjoy me talking and yapping away, also there might be a new trailer for Avengers Doomsday coming out this weekend. I don't know if it's true or not, but I will be reacting to that, and I will post that on here on this channel. Thank you guys for the love and support as always. Please like and subscribe. If you guys want me to talk about anything else, any games, any anime news, any react to certain trailers or whatever the case might be, or react to maybe a clip that you guys want me to see or whatever, please put it down in the comments or put it in my Instagram, which I will be putting right here, at Ronin Tribe on Instagram. And also, love, peace, Jesus is sweet. Thank you guys. We love you. Have a blessed day. Thank you again.